Alright, so today I have a bit of an interesting deck that hasn't been supported in a very long time. It is a triple Frozen Rune Death Knight. So we have all the normal payoffs that we're used to. We have our Fury, which is going to freeze out the board. We have Manipulator, which is a ton of from-hand damage. And something that is a little bit new from the expansion, we have a Stegodon, which is going to deal 6 to 3 random enemies. And we also have Cryo Sleep, which is a way for us to deal 4 and draw a few cards. So between all of those, we are going to do the normal Frozen synergies. We have, Glacial Shard, we have Slippery Slope, we have Bob, which is also another quick way to cheat out a freeze. So between all of those, we have a couple Death Rattles, we have a couple ways to freeze the opponent. We have things like Freebooter, which are going to have payoff for freezing and do more face damage. And at the end, we can duplicate all of those with Umbra and kind of re-trigger some of these Death Rattles that we've been building up. So the general shell is, cycle through, start freezing out the board right around the mid-game where most of the meta decks right now start to turn the corner, and then continue from there. So some of the bigger decks right now are Lodrude and Murloc Paladin. Murloc Paladin, you can kind of control the board early, and then just freeze them out at the end. They have no way to handle freeze, and you can just go over the top. Similarly with Lodrude, there's a lot of big things barring Carrier that you can just freeze out. They'll be fine.
Forever, I am your better Arthas.
Here's our new fun deck.
Torment.
We have Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter, aggro Demon Hunter is very strong at the moment. So they're going to be fishing for some type of a 1-drop. And I think that if we can find a way to spam AoE and then freeze down before they start bursting over the top, we should be okay. It's definitely one of the harder matchups though. Let's see, do they have the big 1-drop? Hopefully they're just quest. Well, at this point, we hope they aren't quest, because if you're questing, you haven't played that but yet. Yeah, you're just slow. Okay. So they are aggro. They're going to set up, they're going to have their 4-drop Ball Hog. They didn't have a 1-drop. Here's our first interesting question. Do we just Glacial Shard? What's their 2-drop? They probably want to play the 0-3 and increase.
My certainty is
so
gone.
I think I'm okay with just freezing here.
I should meet you. Time is against me.
We'll pass. We definitely could have born into coin Harbinger there. Nightshade, that's interesting. It's not in the normal list. Okay. I think I'm okay with just straight up Harbinger here. Next turn we have Crit Map for a bit of a refill. Turn 5 we have coin out our Stegodon into Manipulator. Should at least have 3 minions by then. Hopefully we get more. Considering I'm talking about 5, that leaves us 3 and 4 to get 2 more minions dead. If we have to hero power on one, we will, but hopefully Crit Map gives us something like another Harbinger. Okay. Unnecessary Burst. This could be Starship DK. I think we'll still just Crypt Map. So the only thing that we can play to get the rest is Death Chiller, so I think we just take it. It kind of would be nice to hold on to Death Chiller. I think that's the interesting debate here, is whether or not that's worth holding on to. If we need to, we can just Cryo Sleep next turn, and I don't think that we're too hurt by that. Yep. There goes Ball Hog. Alright, we have Stuffy Horn, but that lines up terribly against Ball Hog, so I think we'll just cry out and move on with life. Another Snow Shredder. Okay. Starting to get more freeze incentivizations here. Stapler. Fascinating card. The third. Okay. Yeah, we'll just stag it on. That's fine. I'd really love a way to freeze all these freeze cards in the deck here. We're just holding 3 Snow Shredders. Next turn we can Manipulator if we need to, but it's a little bit awkward. I'd rather maybe have some type of a pop-off turn if we can get one more Frostbite for our Stuffy. Opponent is looking a little unhealthy over there. They're down to 12 already, so maybe Manipulator is just a fine swing. Okay, do we Manipulator now for the guarantee of going face, and then use our double Stuffy Horn next turn to trade? I think I'm comfortable with that. Nice little threaten them down to 4.
Would be wise to fear you.
Otherwise, I think we're in a decent spot. They can't really comfortably swing the weapon anymore. Okay, Ball Hog gives them a little bit. Yeah, still a little uncomfy with swinging, that's fine. Alright, it's time. Here's what the deck does. Freeze them up. And surprise, we now have a board, and you can't do anything. I suppose they could do another Ball Hog here, but it's not enough. If we had one more spell, we could double up Stuffy again. Otherwise, I think this is probably game. This is a very uncomfortable position for them to get out of. I'm thinking we got it. So, what are other ways that we could continue to push this position if we have to? They could have some type of strong taunt that we can't get through. Double Stuffy is a really good answer to that. We have 8 damage through taunts. 9, I suppose, with Hero Power. That hurts your face. Lethal on board. They did a lot of thinking for no reason. Okay, you could shoot a 4/4. But again, I'll have 8 damage and you'll be at healing. Hero Power kills. Good game. Alright, so that is a nice little look at triple Rune Freeze DK.